Alright, this is a supermoon reading for Leo. This is the supermoon in Capricorn this month, and it is the buck moon. So there's a lot of things here that need to be talked about. A little bit of self-improvement, which with everything it happens. Also around the supermoon until the next full moon, there is going to be some problems with joint pains and backbone pains, some knee pain, some issues with your skin, maybe you have an irritation of some kind. Also hair issues. So for a Leo, that might be a bit of a problem for you. But hopefully you can have it managed by next full moon, because it shouldn't be that bad. So anywho, we also have a symbolization of a snake, temptation and lies. There's also some bad luck, loss, death, unpleasant, catastrophic changes. So there's a whole handful of stuff for you. So you might be dealing with the circumstances of things. And if I cuss a lot during this, I am in a lot of pain. I actually went unconscious a couple weeks ago, and I'm still in pain from that. It's like I still have a little bit of joint pain and a little bit of pain in my leg. But yeah, I'm back. Yay. And if I'm in extreme pain, I will use a lot of profanity. So I'm in pain now. It's like I have a cast on my leg and I'm pissed off. I've never broken anything in my life, so it's like a big deal. But yeah. Let's do the first question. We have, how can you improve your prosperity right now? We have the bubbles. That's a cool card. I always love card captors because they get to capture creatures and cards. So let's see, bubbles. We have purification of emotions, breaking away from a vicious cycle. Worries, problems can be beautifully cleaned up. A solution will show itself if you can work with a opponent's feelings without showing off. So if you can work with your adversaries without switching sides, doing stuff that would compromise your own belief system or how you feel as a person, your own individuality, I think you'd be in good shape. Okay, so number two, what is restricting your prosperity and wealth at this time? We have the watery, look at that mermaid. So we have a cooperation and ability to open one's hearts, people's hearts, everybody's heart. Everyone trusts you because you're such an understanding person. Your ability to supervise without trouble is helpful in the workplace. So there is that. What will help you achieve your long-term goals? We have the sword. The sword on card captors always made me a little bit iffy. I wasn't sure what it was. Anyway, so quest for truth, compensation, a destructive power, symbol of truth, power, time where you can make as much process as you desire. If you tell the truth, great rewards will be obtained. The highest harvest will be obtained if you have shown the truth. So that's always fun. So you do have to kind of be 100% with people. You can't come half-assed. You have to be straightforward, truthful, honest, big teddy bear, big impact. So let's see. Number 4. We have, how can you empower yourself. We have the through. The through is always like a weird card because it's like it takes two different things and puts them together. So there's protection and defense measured to maintain harmony even if the crisis is approaching. You have many people firmly defending you. I think I skipped my notes. Alright, so let's see, number 4. I'm in a lot of pain, can't you tell? The improvement of an unexpected situation, the key to success is the change of perception. That's what I wrote down. See, when you change the way of life and thinking completely, it is very likely that you're in a situation to improve for the better. And good luck will come to you, and the important thing is to say a clear yes or no to the opportunity. So that's I feel like you kind of might be in two different things. You may want success, and that's probably why I messed up. And you also want to be part of a group. So it's very hard to separate you from a group of people that you associate. So you want success and protection, but you also want to be accepted by your peers. Um, which, to be honest, everybody does, except me. So, there's people that have blocked my channel completely. So I'm not 100% with that. But anyway, number 5. What successes must you acknowledge? We do have the shield. Shield is fantastic. And that's where we have the protection and the defense measure to maintain harmony even if a crisis is approaching. You may have many people firmly defending you and obtaining greater power to exchange for harmony and love. So you may have like a friend group, you might have like a work friend group, you might have people that are in the same situation or belief system as you. There may also be a few other things that you may be in, like extracurricular activities, a D&D expo. My D&D team is just totally nuts. I'm the dungeon master, but I feel like I need to trash some people. Like, there's some people that don't know the rules of the game. Like, you're supposed to roll the dice before you do anything, or you have to negotiate with the dungeon master to make certain events happen. So I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. I don't get out much because I like D&D too much. Number 6. Number 6, a message from spirit to help you succeed. We have the move, so you might have to move away from particular elements or a particular situation or a particular emotion you may have. So be careful about impatient actions and remarks. Your natural luck is a bit off, timing wise, and may in certain cases maybe an impromptu remark or a whimsical action you do that doesn't become a person who does nothing about your over exaggeration. So there's a point where you might actually overdo it. And people can see through that. They'll be like, that didn't happen because it doesn't make fucking sense. Usually with the with certain people that are so like close to their belief system, if you exaggerate a little bit of your lifestyle or how you perceive the world, people can see right through that, and it's usually people that have already gone through similar situations, um, that will blow the whistle on your bullshit. So you do have to kind of tell the truth. And I feel like with Leos, they like to tell fantabulous stories. But in certain circumstances, you do kind of have to ground yourself a little bit. And that can be hard for a Leo, a fire sign. So just remember that. And I have advice for you as well. I decided to put my own little take on these. So a person always seems to be in search of consistency. So that's good advice. I know because I made it myself. Um, so you do have to have a line of consistency in your own life. Okay. So if it's a routine you do, if it's certain things that you need in order to start your day, or personal effects you need to take with you, you need to constantly do that. You need to consistently have that routine or that habit where it kind of grounds you in reality, where it's like a security blanket almost. Um, because if you're just kind of loosey goosey and you're all over the place, it could turn people off. The reason is that there's a lot of people that may have certain traditions, rituals, and things in the morning, and if you don't seem to have any, that's a little weird, don't you think? Um, so you do have to have a line of consistency either in life, in your work ethic, and how you perceive other people, or how you put yourself out into the world. There has to be some type of consistency. You can't just be doing weird YouTube videos that kind of test people's limits. Like, you don't want people going into certain things expecting the same type of, accessibility that you have. Leos have accessibility where it's like, okay, but you have to have certain types of consistencies. Like, just have the human experience at least once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time. It can be once in a while. But there has to be some consistency. Because once you get off the consistency of what you're doing, that's where you have problems. Um, you have to hold yourself accountable and at a high regard, in certain aspects. So anyway, I will see you in the next reading. Enjoy the full moon while it lasts. You might be dealing with a cycle of trouble at the moment until the next full moon, um, because it's a little off. I'm not gonna knock that, because I think in the next full moon, the moon is actually between two signs. It's not exactly on a particular sign, so it's a bit of a problem there. So be careful. All right. So I'll see you later. Okay. Bye now.